And I'm
You
gonna.
didn't stream the last one?
No, I did. I did stream the last one, but it was broken up into two parts. But this is like the one I don't need. The one we shouldn't miss, considering when the players will be gone. She needs to find a new job, like the rest of us. We all have good jobs now. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No. I still hate my job.
I
I should be
well,
working for a phone repair store here soon. I don't know why they wouldn't hire me. I have 2 years of IT experience, and they repair like consoles, phones, and computers.
They
I
know.
don't know why in the world they wouldn't hire me, but who knows? We'll see.
They are making sure that your ancestry check comes back completely white.
Yeah.
All right, let me drink some water and we'll get this bitch started. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a fun time.
I'm kind of nervous for. I think I already said this last time, but I'm nervous for ship combat.
Oh, don't worry. There probably won't be ship combat tonight.
Thank God.
Oh my god. He's looking everywhere but the monitor. What a cutie. Alright. Let us begin. Pull up my summary. So, last time, the good ones engaged in some good old Beamtown fun by observing or directly fighting in a pub for money. Valka, underneath the stage name of the Nine-Fingered Valkyrie, fought a gentleman titled the Heartthrob, where both sides exchanged brutal blow after brutal blow, from biting to concussion-giving head smashes and a lot of grappling exchanges. But through the actual ringer, Valka had the half-orc on the ropes, but in the end was the loser. Sad. But, following the fight, Arwen did some investigative work, got some information on the boneyard and how it roughly operates. He also discovered that there may be some individuals in the city who can help with their problems should they encounter any at the boneyard. Also, crew. You need people. At the boneyard, you guys discovered that Dredge and Drake's ship, the Winged Zephyr, is in fact impounded, but there is a fee for the time held. A price too high for the party at the current moment, but something could be arranged, perhaps. With everything that had happened to the conscious party, let's try that again. With everything that happened, the conscious party, so everyone but Volka, hit the hay willingly for the evening. Mitamashiro stored the cart and ox at Kian's house before hitting the town, getting to know the locale. The following morning has the party going to Madame Maud's looking for an individual named Vesper, asking the staff for their whereabouts. However, unfortunately, this weird exchange has one of the owners of the establishment questioning the group in his private office. Fortunately, Shiro dropped the right name at the right moment and allowed the party to leave unharmed, relatively, but not financially. But you guys had to engage in some of the activities in the building while waiting for Vesper to arrive. Several hours pass, and the party is regrouped and gathered in the Purple Cove seating of the parlor, where they meet with Vesper herself. Talking commences, and the outcome has the party accepting her financial help in acquiring the boat by legal means, in exchange for 50% ownership. So with that, we pick up with the party being told to meet her at the boneyard in 2 hours. So, currently, it is session 37. Yeah, okay, cool. It is currently later in the afternoon. Or no, let's try that again. Guys, wait around for a couple hours. Yeah, it's like around 2-ish, 1 or 2-ish. Of the 10th day of first snow, 674 EU. Vesper St. Clair stands up from her seat after shaking hands with the party, telling them that she's excited for what the gods have in store with this partnership. As the day grows older and you guys take in the scenery around you, you notice that the capacity of Madame Maud's is swelling towards the upper cap as people are finally waking up and actually should we work or should we get fucked up? Maybe do some gambling. Yeah.
It's like basically working.
Yeah, it is if you think about it. If you're good at it.
It's good at gambling.
Says you. The weather today is being a bit unpredictable, or a bit more significantly different from what you've experienced in your journey thus far, as the sound of rain not snow, is splattering against the building. Yeah, don't die. Giving you guys technically a break from the snow. It's like rain and hail. It's really fun. You're gonna love it, I promise. Okay. So with that, Vesper
Perfect shipping weather.
Exactly.
Does the hail do 1 damage to
Sailing
me
weather.
per turn?
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Wow. Pokemon Hail.
Yeah, you're right. It's gonna if you actually have the spell Blizzard, it'll make it hit without fail. So with that, like I was describing, Vesper had just left, and you guys have about 2 hours to kill before meeting her at the boneyard.
Why are you knowing?
So what would
If
you
I
guys like
remember
to do?
correctly, Arwen is thoroughly fucking wasted, so...
You're a bit sloshed. I wouldn't say wasted. Yeah.
We finished off with that conversation, right?
Yeah, she's gone. She's off
okay,
to
she's
take care of
gone.
what needs to do, or what she needs
So
to do.
is this like right after?
Yeah, you
the
guys.
conversation?
You guys are still at the Purple Cove seating, so you guys are still in the casino. Oh shit!
Okay.
Changing the music.
Well, if we have 2 hours to kill, there's really nothing. I mean, we're also going to use all our money. Oh god, if we're gonna fight somebody right now?
No, you guys are in casino.
What a bop, though.
It is about.
Fuck.
Bro.
Dude, okay. So, what would you guys like to do?
I mean, we together as a party, don't we have to spend all our money to just pay off 50% of the boat?
Technically,
Correct.
it's like 40 something, but yeah, close enough to 50.
So we probably shouldn't be spending any more money at this point.
Never see it coming.
What's a fun activity? Does anyone know where we
Working
can
out.
just go and
The
waste
treadmill.
time? Or be productive? Do we have anything productive we can do?
No. No.
Literally nothing.
Dredge and Drake twirls his fucking thumbs for 2 hours.
We can. I mean, we could go look for maybe some crew.
Oh, shit, yeah, fuck.
I know she said.
Vesper said she was going to provide those.
Oh,
Well, yeah, she said she was gonna provide like the sailors or the pirates, but if you guys wanted to fill in the officer roles, which you guys don't know about yet, give me a couple, give me a little bit into the session.
God, Davis, not even explaining things to
I don't
us.
have to. You're not pirates. Well, Sam is, but
We have a sailman and a pirate.
I mean, I could
Pardon
fill
for you,
every
Dick.
role.
Or-
Where is
if you guys would like
Johnny?
to, you want to? Oh, sorry, go on.
Where is Johnny Silverhand?
Wake up, samurai.
Spend 2 hours running Johnny Silverhand.
No, I said that he was actually in this casino when he had entered at some point, so he's in here.
Alright, well, that was
I want
easy.
to find him. Do I know where he is? Do
Yeah.
I see him?
Yeah, you know what to look for. You know to look for a trash motherfucker probably harassing some people, and you find him doing that.
All right, I walk up to him.
He
Making some kind of
Are you sneaking up to him?
suicide squad.
No, I'm. My presence is known. I am
Okay.
walking up to him.
he looks vaguely more sober than you've encountered him in the past. But he's like squinting at you. He's giving you the drunk squint.
You looking for work?
Depends. What's the work?
Man in a ship. Help a man in a ship.
What's the pay?
don't know what's the pay, Davis? I don't know.
It depends. Is he gonna be you want to make him an officer, or do you want to make him just?
Oh hell yeah, bro! He's an officer. Yes.
All right, Sam. I will give you this information.
Yes. Fuck
The
yes.
the roles you need to fill are captain. That's you. So you don't have to fill that
Okay.
role. And you need to fill first mate, navigator and helmsman, the bosun, the quartermaster and sailing master.
What's the bosun?
They direct deck activities and reassign crew stations.
Okay, definitely not that for him. I don't think he's that kind of guy.
You need a weapons master, a carpenter, a surgeon, and a.
I want him to be the surgeon.
You don't even know if he's qualified.
No one's qualified to be a surgeon on a pirate boat.
What the fuck are you talking about?
This is if you're a qualified doctor and you're a pirate, you are either the most stuck up person in
Incredibly
the
based.
world, or you are the most you're the biggest degenerate in the world.
You guys are taking the term surgery way too, like, you could
I-
just sew somebody with floss.
To be a qualified
Exactly.
surgeon, though, I
He didn't
don't
say
know.
qualified. He said
did
a
He just said
surgeon.
surgeon.
It's true.
He says
I did
surgeon,
say
but
that.
Then you said qualified after that.
Yeah.
I think.
There's also.
Anyways, no, he's not gonna be a surgeon. I was kidding.
Well, let me put some more music on because
Thing we don't have anyone who can heal otherwise. Haha.
that's the officer roles. The non-officer roles that you do need to fill. Let me go to them real fast. You need a lookout, a blacksmith, a scholar, you don't need that one. You can just group those together. So you need a lookout, a blacksmith, a scholar, a cook, or a cooper.
What's a Cooper?
This
See
is
the Cooper Scooper.
most everything not in a crate or canvas bag is in a barrel. Using steel hoops and strong wood, the cooper will make containers to keep food free from pests and water, and sprints from leaking into the bilge. With a changing
We need a-
environment and the constant shifting of cargo, the hoops and staves of the barrel require constant upkeep to remain intact and tight. He's that guy. He makes sure barrels go good.
Okay. There's a lot of roles to fill on this ship.
Yeah. Well, the last set I mentioned are specifically meant for NPCs.
Okay. Do we know if any of the other party members are qualified enough to do any of the other officer jobs?
You could ask.
It's true. I'm not gonna ask right now though. I want to figure out Johnny Silverhand first.
Sure.
First, Johnny Silverhand, then you guys next.
Then us.
Yeah, then you. Because he's at least a sailor. He could be lookout. I want him to be lookout.
I can. Lookout sounds just fine to me.
All right. So Davis, what's his pay? Because I was going to tell him that.
Let me make sure. So he's part of the crew pay, so it'll be grouped together. La 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 la. It'll be
Also, also, does he gain experience for doing shit on the ship?
not technically, but if you like him that much, I could make him like a character.
I am not removing him off of our crew.
Okay, well,
just let you know.
His pay will be taking care of the crew pay, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you, an in-game answer you could give him is better than average.
Better than average. I tell him that.
Eye these legs needs the water. And he reaches out his hands for a handshake.
Shake his hand.
Where am I meeting you, Captain?
In the boneyard in 2 hours.
Say less. Say less.
See you then. See you then.
Okay.
Now I have nothing to do for 2 hours.
Now you go and
So,
twiddle your thumbs.
did you come back to us or did you just leave? You just
No, I came back. I came back. I
Okay.
came back and then started twiddling my thumbs.
Dredgen, what
Yeah.
would we be able to help with on the boat? Since we're gonna be there, are we just gonna have to sit there and look pretty?
No, you
Or are we
definitely
going to be
need
able to do
a-
things?
Definitely gonna need a help, but I don't know what you're qualified and not. I don't know what you can do and cannot do, really, so can't really assign you a job without knowing exactly what you can do. Davis, how would I ask, or how would I cannot really quantify what, like, the others can do if they don't have any, um, like, sailing experience or any part of the boat.
Just here, I'm gonna send you the list of all the officers and what they're supposed to do, and then
Looking at them.
um,
I control often found them.
yeah, that's very smart.
The PDF.
Some of them I've combined together because I'm like, yeah, we don't need that many roles. But I like that. I
Also,
like it a lot.
wait, how much does my ship need? How many people again?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 officers, and then you have a galley, so 20 crewmen. But you don't have to worry about the sailors. Vesper's gonna need the
Okay.
sailors.
Weakness? What the fuck? What's spot weak? Oh, is that navigator and helmsman?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's
two together. the two
okay.
together.
I didn't realize that was the entire description there.
Yeah.
Bonus on direct ship activity. So Arwen, do you have any standout skills or anything like that?
I'm quite persuasive.
You could be the first mate. Help me. You could be the first mate. You're qualified.
Ex-fascist.
All right.
Boys going.
Just make sure people don't have a mutiny on the ship. That's all you really need.
Make sure they don't have a mutiny. Just make sure they don't kill me, alright?
Yeah, that's the job. I turn to everybody else, and I ask them all, what other? Do you guys have any skills? Outstanding skills?
Oh, dust it on the bottom. God.
This is like me talking to the rest of the group. Okay.
Well, the past few years I've developed quite a few skills. It could put
Yeah?
me just about anywhere, but while I'm no apothecary, I am quite gifted in healing magic. Limited healing magic.
That's good enough. We only have a small crew right now, so you could be the surgeon. That'd be good enough, honestly.
This music is so
Anyone else?
distracting. Holy shit.
You gotta turn down a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Carpentry.
You want to do carpentry? Okay. All right.
You asked what I can do, not what I want to do.
Okay. Well, what do you want?
I want to sit in the crow's nest. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm not good. I can't see in the dark. Don't let me do this. I can't see in the dark. This would be an awful idea.
Well, Shiro.
This is what I want to do. The most detrimental thing they could do.
I will also help the cook. I don't know how to cook.
What the fuck? Well, Shiro, I hired Johnny Silverhand over there to be the spotter, so he's going to be in the crow's nest.
You look so sad. Dejected.
You say you also want to you can help with cooking? Sure, you can do cooking. Do you want to be the cook if you want?
You're an awful captain, bro.
Hey, I feel like I'm an amazing captain. I'm letting my crew decide what they want to be.
That's why I said you're an awful captain.
So
I want to be the captain.
as
No.
your first mate,
Yes.
what do we need?
What do you need?
Like out of us, like what are the most important roles? Considering.
Uh, make sure first of all don't die by the rest of the crew. And then also you would also need to help make sure everybody understands the orders more clearly that I give out. That's about it.
Not my role, but like what are the other
Oh.
roles that we need?
Well, we'll still need a navigator. Oh, Davis, how many of these do we actually need just to get from point A to point B? Because they're not taking a long trip.
So I think
Do
out of
really
us, we need to-
all of them?
You
We need
need,
an officers. I think they're the most important ones, right?
yeah, but you won't be able to fill all the officer roles with just yourself. So
There's 5.
no, there's more than that.
I am looking at, what is this, 8? 9?
You're looking at 9. There's actually a 10th one, but I didn't give you access to that one.
I also made sure one that isn't even an officer role.
You didn't make me shit.
And you're the cook. It's not an officer role.
You're dredging.
All the PCs have to take a officer role.
Oh, okay. Well, it should.
She can still help as a cook, but she also needs an officer role.
First mate, I cannot be contained.
What do you mean? You cannot be contained. What does that mean?
DM, how long is this conversation taking? I actually had something else I wanted to do for with these 2
No,
hours.
no.
Next question.
I don't know. The conversation is now just you guys are all grouped together, talking about this.
Guys, I can use carpenter's tools, brewer's supplies, an herbalism kit, and mason's tools. And I think only one of those things is useful on a boat made out of wood.
Right.
You're good.
The masonry tools, of course.
Brewing tools. You know.
Actually, the sailors are gonna like me if I bring a lot of stuff on board.
Did she say that to us, or is that you just saying that to us?
She's letting you guys know what she can do.
Okay. Yeah, you're definitely being the carpenter. You scare me.
Bosun.
That's
I think it's called the bosun.
No. The
Yeah,
carpenter is
it's a
different
different
from the
job.
bosun.
Is it?
I'm literally looking at all
Two
of them
different
right
jobs?
The
Yeah,
bosun
they're
is like boat manager.
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at. Are you looking at the version 2 one or the version 1
So
one?
the version
I'm looking at.
the version 2
I'm
one
looking
is
at
the one
one
you
of
should
those.
be looking at, but also
That's what I'm looking at.
he's the creator only. Sorry, Alicia just asked me if she was in the brig.
Yes,
Luke, go down to
as a
page
little
27.
slave girl.
It's 27.
Yeah, page 27.
Please go to the orphanage.
Ah, I see.
I'm gonna make a. I'm gonna make a.
Why does it have? Okay, sure. Page 20. It says. Yeah. Okay.
Also, I don't think you ever answered my question, Davis. Which ones do we need to fill?
Oh, you need
Oh.
a captain, a first mate, and then you also need the navigator and helmsman, as well as the surgeon, and then the bosun.
Okay.
The other ones,
Well, those are the 5 I was looking at.
yeah.
Okay, we definitely have a captain, we have a first mate, we have a surgeon, and we have a carpenter. And then we have not we have not done what what's Alicia's character's name again? I forget.
Volca.
Bro.
Volca. I forgot, man. I would like to ask Volca what her skills are on
Hitting things
hitting things.
with strength.
It's not really a job here that requires that. that kind of skill.
Technically, the weapons master.
You're true, but also, hmm. How many people is the purple hair lady gonna provide?
Vesper is going to provide you 20 sailors, which is the requirement to sail the boat.
Okay, but it's not gonna fill any of the roles.
No. Well, they'll fill in the NPC roles. So, like, there will be a cook, there will be the lookout,
okay.
with Johnny Silver. So, yeah.
All right, all right, all right.
But,
Fuck.
yeah.
So we still need a navigator and you say a quartermaster?
No, you need a bosun.
Oh, bosun. Okay, navigator, bosun.
Yep.
I don't care what Volko wants. She's being bosun.
Let the child be in charge of everybody.
I will also say that.
She has intimidation, so it can work.
Okay. And of course, these don't have to be permanent. You can also change them when you need them to.
Yeah, okay. Oh, how about the person I just talked about, the
Vesper?
lady with yeah. Is she able to be a
She said she can fill any role you need her to.
she is
Perfect surgeon.
She's oh, we already have a surgeon. Come here.
Who's our surgeon?
Ashley.
Ashlyn.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We focus on navigator. She's our navigator.
Okay.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Okay, this conversation's over now.
Did that take 2 hours?
This did not take 2 hours. This took like 10 minutes.
Can I go to the orphanage and see Mr. Isaac O'Brien, Mr. Neil Riley,
Yep.
Patrick Irishman?
Yeah.
One of those names
Mr.
is
Irish.
right.
John Irishman.
One of those was the correct name.
Yeah, you got it, Isaac O'Brien.
Yeah, I just want to let him know that we ended up, like, I guess, sort of finding a boat.
Okay. Did you want this to be like a RP little moment, or were you just passing on the message to him?
Well, just because the last time I spoke to him, I was like, if you could help us with this, and then I don't want him to, like, I don't know, keep thinking about it. And he said to come back.
Okay.
And so I figured now is a good time, so we have nothing to do.
Yes.
And we're about to find a boat, so he doesn't need to, like, help us with that anymore.
I will. Okay. So you find him once again.
You don't have to argue.
Okay. Well, I will say that you find him. Looks like he's cooking like a late lunch, or sorry, an early dinner for the kids. When you find him, he smells great, by the way. And he, yeah, he'll thank you for letting him know, and that he's kind of glad because his leads weren't panning out exactly how he wanted them to, but he was gonna pursue it until he couldn't. So.
Very kind of him. No, let him know we're even doing it fairly legally. Kind of legally. We're purchasing it legally.
That's really good. I was a bit worried there for you guys, but I'm glad you've got it figured out.
Yeah, we found someone. Oh. Would you happen to know where I could buy? One last random question, even though this is like a random orphanage owner.
I assume it's a magic item of sorts.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
You could try, perhaps, and I'm only telling you this because I think you're capable in handling difficult situations. You could try the Iron Bear, but I mean those folks only really talk to and interact with the the people from back home, the Iron.
Maybe I'll just have to wait until I go to Ireland.
It might be your best.
Alright, wish me luck.
Best of luck on your voyage and safe travels.
Alright, that's everything.
Okay. So Shiro's gonna be gone for. It's gonna take you a minute to get all the way over there. So Shiro went off. I don't know, to the orphanage, and she'll be gone pretty much until you guys meet at the boneyard. So what are the
I'll
three?
meet at the boneyard.
I figured. What are the three of you doing, Ashlyn, Arwen, and Judgin?
Trying not to spend my money.
Trying to keep a low profile.
Okay.
We can just leave.
We had a set time.
And come back.
Where we're
So-
gonna go.
I don't know.
You want to go back and see if there's any more fights going on in that bar?
No.
Okay.
You guys have no personality. No friends.
Get a fucking hobby.
I really need to find a hobby. Do we do we still have our do we pay for the stay of our rooms or no?
Nope,
I don't
only
think
one night. One night.
That's what I thought. I'm just gonna walk around the city. I'm sure that's not dangerous at all.
I would agree if, I wasn't attacked last time I did that.
Different city, different times.
Yeah, except this time everybody's racist.
Good thing you're a white human.
Also, Jordan, whenever we go there, you should probably go as yourself so you can actually get the boat.
Mm. Well, I'm supposed to be in prison forever? So it'd be kind of weird if I just showed up.
You can just. You're with the Moonlighters, right? Isn't that not in prison? Isn't that like how you get around that?
Yes, but I also just... Fuck. Fuck! Okay, yeah, you got a
Just
point.
say you needed more permission. You don't have to lie to them.
I hate this place so much, Arwen, you don't understand.
I
I didn't
understand.
change my appearance just to change it back when we finally get the boat.
I'm gonna go take a walk. I'm gonna go explore
Have fun.
the Beamtown. I'm just Beamtown, not the rest of.
Okay.
Still chill wherever the fuck I am.
Okay. You're just gonna chill in the casino and not spend money.
Yeah.
That's fine. No, that's valid. You can do that pretty easily. There's plenty of people you can eavesdrop on. You're like, okay, wow, oh god,
What? Jesus Christ.
oh my god,
Oh,
jeez.
she's cheating on him. Oh my fuck.
They were roommates.
And then Ashley, what are you doing? Okay,
Cool.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
I've still some legal tender to burn, so I think I'm going to go to the tables.
You still have money?
Yeah.
Oh, did you lie to the party about how much money you had?
No, I said I had 2 gold pieces.
Oh, so you have some silver or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 3 silver.
Okay, sounds good.
I kept just all my other change. I assumed that wouldn't be.
I have 2 silver pieces.
Okay then.
I should get rid
I got
of the rest of
20
my gold,
bucks.
you know.
$20 to your name. Yes, man.
I got
Okay.
$80. I'm a rich man.
So, before we do the time skip to the boneyard, then, Arwen, is there anything you're looking for, or are you just looking around?
Particularly, I don't really have anything. I have 8 silver pieces to my name, so I don't really have to buy anything.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Just if there's something interesting in the town that I
Okay.
might find, then
I gotcha. So while you're walking around, just taking in everything, Beamtown is pretty small. realistically, it's just a bunch of like residence buildings. Not a whole lot of shops and whatnot. And if there are shops, it's mostly just people kind of trading each other for things. And then like just like, oh yeah, like I'll help you for a day of sailing for X. And the people are super friendly, even around you. You're not talking to anyone, but if you look in anyone's direction, they offer you a smile and a wave, or just a nod and a smile. Something,
Possible.
yeah, I know it's not something you're entirely used to. But in your walking,
British.
you do
Positivity scares me.
yeah, yeah. Oh God.
Oh.
But in your walking, you like I was describing to Shiro last session, you discover the abandoned quote unquote neighborhood. It's not really a neighborhood. It's much just like a bunch of homes that are been kind of left to rot. Except for one, which was Kian's house. So imagine a cul-de-sac, and Kian's house is at the entrance of the cul-de-sac, right? So like one of the
Got it.
houses on the
Normal
corner.
Montgomery cul-de-sac.
Yeah, you got it. With in the dead center of the cul-de-sac, where cars would normally be swerving to hit children, there is a marble slab, and you can see that there's some wilted and some fresh flowers around it.
They're like anything written on it.
Sure. As you approach it, you die. In common, it says 9/11. Never forget.
It just so happened to have happened on.
Yeah,
this
it
week.
is real sad. Let me make sure about this. 1 second.
Look up the month. It really is September.
It's not September. There's not a month attached to it.
Okay. There is now.
Truth. Ah, yes. There. You can see engraved on it. It says, "The Night of Shadows."
He has a shadow.
And it has. I don't have the exact dates. Forgive me, I'm bad at math. But there are 2 dates listed on it, and it looks like it's 2 lifespans. One of which was late 20s, and the other was 10 years.
Of age.
Huh?
Of age, like 10
Yeah, 10 years of age. 10 years of age.
Those
So-
names or just
No, just dates.
dates? One is 20 years and one is 10 years.
Hmm.
Sure.
Like a gravestone.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah. I will pay my respects. May myths guide their souls, and then I'll leave.
As you're leaving, you pass by, and you don't know it's Kian's house, but you pass by this gated home, and you see your wagon and your ox kind of trotting around. Or not the wagon, I suppose, but the wagon is stationary, and you see your ox just kind of mulling around and like engaging in like a headbutt battle with a boar you recognize Scribbles.
Oop.
Skip.
I'm sure didn't sell it.
The ox?
And I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
I told you guys
Scribbles
where
as
it
big
was.
as the ox?
No.
Boars are pretty big though.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty big.
Pretty sizable creatures.
But I don't imagine as big as the ox.
No, definitely not. There are some
It's like-
there is like it's like the giant wild boar that is about the size of an ox.
That's like basically a mythical creature.
It is, yeah. Okay. And well, I'll say that you're roughly keeping track of some form of time, Arwen.
Time's fake.
Time is fake, you're right. And you're gonna, we'll say, start heading towards the boneyard.
Yeah.
Okay. Ashlyn,
Yeah.
give me a insight roll.
Oh, that's a self roll. Let's do that again.
Do I even know how to tell time?
So. Okay.
There we go.
I don't
There's 12.
Just roll me a flat d20.
Oh shit.
How much money did you gamble with?
2 silver,
Okay, you get 4 silver back.
so 4 total.
So you earn back what you spent, as well as 2 more.
Excellent.
Double this coin.
Cool. Perfect. Well, with that, and I also say that Volka just kind of sticks around with you, Dredgen. She doesn't talk. She's probably still concussed.
Okay.
Uh,
Good.
Keep her quiet.
Yeah. Simmer down, Volka. You just keep talking too much. Cool. So after some gambling, some talking, some wandering, and then some eavesdropping, you guys make your way to the boneyard and collectively meet once more.
Making our way downtown, walking fast.
Faces past. Wait, flash. Something like that.
I don't know the fucking lyrics past that.
Aces pass and I'm homebound. Come on, guys.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Thank you. I literally wouldn't. I don't know past what I said.
Oh hero, the dragonborn comes
I
did
could
this.
fall
into the sky.
Do
Dude.
you think time would pass me by? 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles. Dude, our neighbors. It's Sunday.
I just realized it's Sunday night.
It's okay. They're Christians, so they're out.
Also, football.
Football.
Sunday night football, baby.
Can we get some football in chat?
Football was playing in the break rooms all day. I didn't know
Yes,
what the fuck was
man.
going on.
That's Dredgen's song he plays whenever he gets on and off the boat. The NFL fucking horn. All right. You guys gather outside the boneyard. And once again, I would like to remind you that it is raining.
Means nothing to me.
Means nothing to some. But as you're kind of gathering around each other and perhaps discussing what you guys did in your off time or not, at around a little bit past the 2-hour mark, you see and kind of hear a large group chattering. And you're able to kind of see them from a distance because there's this large plume of warm breath falling behind them because it's cold out, of course. So you just see fog.
I have a question. So we're at the dock right now.
Yeah, you're right outside the boneyard. So remember the boneyard is the fort.
Yeah.
And there's a hill that leads up to like the little kiosk area where you found the guy with the ledger and everything. You guys are at the bottom of the hill.
I have a question. Are we still able to buy this boat without, like, Dredgen being himself, or?
You were told that someone from the crew has to be present.
Okay, and I did not have anybody from the crew. All right, I will change back to.
Why can't
Dredgen,
you, as you are right now, be somebody from the crew?
Because I told that person last time that
We'll just be
I
a
was
different
not in the
person.
crew.
Make a new face.
Fuck. Yeah, okay, I'll make a new face. Okay. I'm a new person.
Bullied into better life choices.
Okay.
Just be a different person.
And then what name are you gonna give? You don't just keep in mind because when you do talk to the person with the ledger, they're gonna ask. So have an.
They have a. Do they have a name of all the?
They had a name
crew?
of all the officers.
Of all the officers.
Yeah, quote unquote
Okay,
officers.
okay.
They just called you all pirates, but yeah, they had a crew of all the important people on the ship.
Okay. Well, the name I'm going to use is don't have. Hold on. I gotta open up my fucking sheets.
Shinji.
Shinji. Well, if they have to use the
Shinji.
name of the
Get on the fucking boat,
Bro.
Shinji.
on the fucking boat, Shinji. I should probably just choose the name of one of the.
Yes, that's
People I
what,
have
that's
to-
what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, I gotta open.
I'll just
gotta
make up a
open
new
this
name.
shit.
Book around and see what happens.
Make
I
a
don't
new
think-
name, but it has to be on that list.
Well, I only have like 3 people written down here.
You got 3 names.
All right,
Just,
I will.
oh, you got 4. You could use your own name.
Absolutely.
It's a 25% chance, you know, you could just roll a d4 and see what happens.
I will use Ulan as my name.
Okay.
Do they have written down that that Ulan is a pale orc?
No, they're just gonna have names. But that's
Okay,
the thing, though. It's
cool.
like they're gonna just go based off the name. Okay.
Okay, good.
So, like I was saying, you see this crowd approaching you, of 20. Let me just tell you. Let me do my job.
Oh, brave new world.
Brave New World.
Yeah, that's
that
what
on
they
my
say when they
Spotify.
see a bunch of ship full of men.
It's true. So you see 20 sailors walking behind, conversing with each other around Vesper. There is no particular collection of race or gender, but a diverse group of mostly iron workers. So, Irish workers.
Iron. They work on iron.
Yes.
Smiths.
And you can see that they all have their different gear and whatnot as they're packed and ready to sail. Most of them are just carrying like a burlap sack over their shoulder. And most of them are already armed with scimitars, falchions, short swords, long swords, everything. Bow and arrows, stuff like that. And
What the fuck?
as Vesper approaches the lot of you, she gives you guys a hearty smile. I told you I'd bring you a crew.
Thanks.
Cool.
This is all we needed. This is great.
Of course.
I'm a different person, by the way. So she probably doesn't know who the fuck I am.
Nope. But that's why I was saying she said it to you, the group as a collective.
Oh,
And
my bad.
she looks at you now, Dredgen. I can't say that we've met before.
I'm Ulan.
Nice to meet you, Elon.
He's one of the original ship hands.
Nice to meet you. She reaches out her hand for a handshake.
I shake her hand.
My name is Vespa St. Clair.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Well, let's get to it. Let's buy a boat. Okay. You guys climb up the hill. Your crew following behind. Some of them are acting like what you would expect, like a bunch of dumb jocks to be, like roughhousing in the back. At which point Vesper will stare back at like the group of like 2 or 3 people who are acting up, and give them a very menacing stare before they settle down. Oh shit, my bad. Before falling back in line. But you guys, the officers, approach the ledger holder. It is the same guard as last time. He is not occupied writing, though, when you first meet him. He looks up at you and recognizes some of you, but not all of you. How may I help you folks today?
I'd like to buy the Winged Zephyr.
Oh, I see that you, with the group who was inquiring about it yesterday. Yes, of course. He gets up and grabs the ledger, and as he's flipping through it and walking back towards his little desk. Now, the fee, once more, is... Wait, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. And he looks a bit embarrassed, but quickly subsides. I will need, of course, the name of one of the pirates on the boat when it was captured.
My name is Ulan.
Ulan.
I was on Ulan. I don't think we have his last name. Oh, we do. No, we have. It's Ulan of Clan Horovale. Hollow Veil. Oh, sorry, my bad. I just read that wrong.
You watch as he takes his finger and scans through some of the text on this ledger. Huh. Well, it does appear that there was an Ulan. Well, Mr. Ulan, I don't know if they told you, but the boat is going to cost you folks a pretty hefty fee of 1,385 gold pieces for time kept.
Do we already have all the money collected together?
No, you guys have not collected the money yet.
Okay, well, we should do that right now. I have. So what was it? What's all of our money together? Did we write that down? Because I didn't write that down.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't exactly matter because Vesper said she would take care of the rest.
I'll just hand my gold
Yeah,
to
so-
Vesper.
Oh, okay.
I think should I also give them my copper as well?
No, just do your gold.
No, just the gold and
Okay.
platinum.
I only have gold.
So
Ashland has a thoughtless smile on as he just drops 2 coins into Vesper's hand.
I dropped 22.
okay.
Everybody else?
47 gold
Okay.
and 15 platinum.
Okay.
I fucking hate you guys.
Volker.
Gold.
I started off this game with like nothing, and I'm back to nothing.
Welcome.
Volka, she's not here, but she said she was gonna pay for it. Yeah, she's gonna hand it over.
Wait, 2 of those gold pieces are mine. Because I paid for her fucking knuckles.
Oh, okay. Then
So you better know that 2 of those are mine.
Okay, I
She
gotcha.
didn't give all her money. 'Cause 2
I
of them are
got you.
mine.
Okay. So she's still holding on to 2 gold pieces. I gotcha. Okay.
Until I can give her freaking knuckles.
Right. Okay. To which Vesper takes the collective funds and puts it in front of the metal bars that block you guys from interacting with the clerk, and she takes out a bag, a pretty hefty bag, and lets it fall and clang against the wood, and that should cover the rest. And she stares at him. Yes, of course, but give me a few moments to count it all.
Thanks for the count every single book. 1,300-ish coins.
Have you ever seen the video of a guy buying a car in only pennies? He's
Yeah.
all like, "I'll be back." He comes back with a truck bed full of pennies.
That's essentially what happened here.
We're gonna come in with like a fucking like IOU card,
$100
little a bank fucking statement.
The clerk counts through all of the money that you guys gave, and then opens up the bag of Vespers, which he dumps out a mixture of platinum and gold. And he counts all that, and this is a couple minute long process. And he's using, what the fuck is that called with like the little fucking beads, the fucking
Atticus.
thank you.
Abacus.
Yes, using that to count it all. And after 5 or 10 minutes, 5 or so minutes, he looks up and puts the last coin off to the side. Well, it appears we're settled. Give me a couple minutes to get the gate open, and we will get you on your boat and send you on your merry way. You watch as he stands up from his desk and closes these inner wooden shutters behind the metal bar, signifying they're closed. And you hear his footsteps walking away on the wood, and then a door opening and then slamming shut behind him. Vesper looks once more at the lot of you. Are we all on the same page of being penniless here? Alright. Big risk. While we're waiting here for the guard to come back around, I had some questions for you. First, did you figure out the officer roles yet? Where is the dredgen?
Uh,
He'll be here.
yeah,
All right.
he's coming.
Well,
Once we hit the water.
okay. Well, did you figure out the officer roles yet?
I
Yeah.
think he said I would be the first mate.
Okay.
He most certainly did.
Carpenter.
All right.
I'll be handling the medical staff.
Okay.
I'm gonna point at her. Navigator.
All right.
No.
And then we have Johnny. We have Johnny Silverhand, right?
He's in
You
the
see
he's in
him-
the crowd.
You see him stumbling up to the crowd. Hello, boys.
He got this one to be something. What did he tell you to be?
He said that he is spotter.
And what will you be doing, Ulan?
I am. Fuck, what should I say to her?
Don't worry about it.
I'll fill whatever role that needs to be filling.
Very well. All right. Well, looks like we have the bare minimum amount of crew and the bare minimum amount of officers, so I would say that we're able to get a short distance. Where are we going to?
Ireland.
We need to get a cart on the ship first, but yeah.
Of course. But, what part of Ireland?
It looks like a small island. Where are we going?
Maybe I have it. Maybe I have it.
Oh God, did we ask?
What fucking episode did we get this fucking?
Figure it out.
Somewhere.
Coastal.
Oh, the company. Oh fuck, what was the company? Quickly, your notes, Isabel.
I'm fucking listening.
The company that
I'm trying.
he was a part of. Where's that?
Oh. You guys are stressing me out.
Like the burning, the forge or something of the sort. Some kind of fire related thing.
The smartest clipper you can find.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Running down
Okay, it was the Fire and Brimstone is the name of the company.
What was it?
Fire and brimstone.
Vesper looks at you a bit confused and then whistles and then takes her hand and goes over the front of her head to the back. No, I don't know nothing about those blokes. Do you have a village, a city, town, anything? Area?
Is
Do you-
it not on the papers that we have for the body? Arwen? Question mark. I'm assuming those papers would say where we're bringing them.
I look at him.
Yes.
Thank God.
It said that the body would be transported on foot from halfway to Port Mercy, and then from Port Mercy to a town called Crownstown.
Brownstown.
You hear the crew, like, not gasp, but sigh, and some of them look really upset. You blokes don't know yet. She
Like
chuckles.
ruffling through pieces of paper.
Crownstown. Yes. So, none of you are iron, so this is fine. I will explain something to you. Very important. So listen. When Winterbank began their conquest, took over Ireland, they changed some of the city names. Alright. So there's the official name, Crownstown, but the real name is, and she looks at the crowd and you hear a disgruntled sailor, Killbank!
The bank?
Hell yeah.
Fuck Winterbank. All my homies hate
Metal.
Winterbank.
So,
Had it
Killer
coming.
bank or killer bank?
Kill.
Like you
As
die
in-
bank.
As in the order. Kill.
aye. The crowd erupts. So, just keep that in mind. When you're around the presence of men and women of iron, you want to use the iron name or the historic name. And then if you're around fascist, you're going to want to say, of course,
She's what a fascist is?
the Winterbankian names. The Crown's Guard seems uncomfortable around this group of sailors, the ones that are posted outside.
And that sucks.
Yeah, some of the sailors are taken to staring them down, like wide-eyed and like,
They sell boats to pirates. What do they expect to show up here? Reformed men?
but
I'm a reformed pirate. I'm here to pick up my ship.
I'm a reformed pirate. Can I please have my ship, sir? I brought my merry crew of merchants, and we're gonna become.
that is what you're
gonna
passing
trade
yourselves.
potatoes.
That is what you're passing yourselves off as right now. This is like the low crime impound, where it's like, okay, maybe they'll buy the boats and do a little pirating. It's whatever, not the end of the world, right? Or maybe they'll.
You guys didn't take out any of my brig furniture, did you?
Are you saying that to the Crown's Guard? They're sweating, dude. They're sweating, shaking a little bit.
Yeah, guys, just a little bit of human trafficking never hurt anybody, right, guys?
It makes me money.
All right. And of course, you said that we're going to be loading a cart onto the ship. That should be no issue. She seems a bit apprehensive about that. We'll get it done. But when it gets on the boat, I will, of course, do an inspection and make sure that we mark down everything that we'll be sailing with. We don't want any legal troubles.
Have documents for it.
It doesn't matter about proper documents. We just need to make sure that it's documented that we have it.
Ah.
All right. You guys watch a couple of moments more pass
We
by,
have 2 dead bodies.
and the large metal doors
dead body.
begin to crank open, and you guys are allowed to take in the clear sight of the inner fort.
Taking it in.
Yeah, without too much of a surprise. The inside of it is like a miniature harbor. You see a bunch of ships just kind of jam-packed inside of here. You see some are like beached on the land and they look dilapidated and like missing chunks of the hull and whatnot. Some are missing sails. So it kind of looks like, quite literally imagine a junkyard. Or like a used car salesman lot that has a junkyard attached to it. Dredgen, underneath the disguise of Ulan, you survey all the ships and you see all different types of colors, sails, some more meant for battle, some more meant for just for traversing cargo and what have you. There's ships from all different types of cultures here as well. And as you're surveying, you spot in the distance your ship. You see the red planks of the hull in the near distance, with the dark blue sails furled up and resting.
Do I know any of the other ships that are docked there?
Give me a perception check as you look at the names.
Okay. Perception. Where's perception? There it is. Normal.
Oof.
Oh.
Oof.
No.
You're
I'm assuming it's a no.
you're so hyper fixated on just seeing your own ship that everything else in the world is just whatever.
Okay.
Television, if you will.
Yeah, tunnel vision. You see the Crown's Guard clerk who's been helping you standing there, holding the ledger to his chest, standing at attention. well, follow me to your boat. To which he leads the whole lot of you down through the maze of boats before reaching the Winged Zephyr, and that all of you guys can see the name now. You can see that the gangplank has been dropped for you guys aboard, and the officers will be the first ones. And Dredgen, still underneath the disguise of Wulan, I know. You take it in, and you're happy because you have your boat once more. And for a moment, you don't notice the thick coating of dust and sludge that is built upon the deck. And you look up and you can see the sails are, help me God, raised. Yeah, thank you, yes. Have things dripping from it. And this entire boat, while intact, is definitely has seen better days. It's a bit gross. But once more, you're happy. And that's when you look around and you notice that the weapons that you had mounted on your vessel have been removed.
Big deal.
Um,
Right now, at least.
yeah, for right now. But everything else looks kind of intact. It looks kind of stripped down, bare bones, but it's your ship and you have it back.
I would like to put my hand on the ship
Mm-hmm.
and then just like shed one tear and just be like,
Becomes a little slimy.
Yeah, you take away your hand and it's just covered in ick.
I really wish I could clean that right now.
The rest of the crew boards, and you can see them take it in, and I mean, you hear some compliments, you hear some valid criticisms of the state of affairs, and you watch as they kind of spread out and begin to kind of explore the vessel. Obviously, not touching the captain's quarters.
I would like to try to get to the captain's quarters with nobody noticing. Is that possible?
Sure, roll me a stealth check.
Alright.
Not gonna ask your team for any help. Just gonna
No.
do a
I'm just
normal-
doing this
Oh.
raw.
He's a one-man show.
everyone. Vesper, the other ship owner, right there. Just met this guy.
Fuck.
Your feet are sticking to the deck as they like the sludge is, and it's kind of like when you walk on sticky floor with your shoes, it's making a loud, gross sound, and a couple people are staring at you, Dredgen, as you're beginning trying to like, and then you go up to the door and you're like, okay, maybe no one noticed, and it's locked.
Fuck.
This is so funny.
And then so I look up. I would like to notice the people looking at me.
Mhm.
Like, somebody needs to clean this deck.
Oh fuck! I hate this place. Just make it go away, but no.
The gentleman with the ledger gathers the officers, staring at Dredgen, or Ulan. Alright. Let's just get the paperwork signed out. Yeah, so who are the owner or owners? Owners.
Is
It'll be.
I have a question.
Do we just need names, or do you need them to be present here?
As long as if there's co-owners, only one owner needs to be present, and they can sign it at a later date.
Vespa.
Vesper takes...
Vesper and Dredgen Drake?
Very well. Is Dredgen Drake his full name? First name Dredgen, last name Drake?
Yes, that's his full name.
I think so.
Okay. And then he looks at Vesper, and she, once again, Vesper St. Clair. And there's a pause, and she goes, with an E. And then he looks up. EYE. Yeah, very well. And then he presents, pulls out of the ledger this slip of paper, official looking, and there's a line, and he goes, well, since you are one of the co-owners, if you don't mind signing here, And Vesper takes the ink and quill, using the ledger as like a clipboard, signs her name. That is your copy. Make sure you have that in case, well, you do pirateering again, and you need to present it. This guy seems...
Not confident.
No. He's like, okay, these are repeat offenders. Got it.
I'll see you soon.
After you get yourself settled, the gates over to the sea gates will open. You'll be able to leave, and I hope for both of our sakes we don't see you soon. And he gives like a fake smile, like a before slapping his ledger shut. Pleasant travels. Before disembarking.
I need to find a place to change. I need to find... Because I don't want the crew to realize what I am.
And
Immediately.
he hands the key, like the key ring, to Vesper.
Okay.
She takes the paper and without folding it, holding it very delicately, walks over to the captain's chambers and opens it with the key ring. Then sets it on the desk. Dusty in here, of course. Smells dusty. Before walking out and closing the door behind her.
Did you log it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right. Let's say that we man our stations, and then she looks at the rest of you, the party. Your roles aren't necessarily important right now, minus the carpenters. So just stand out here and look pretty.
All right.
Does that mean the
I
carpenter
think-
has to do something?
I
Potentially.
think the Drudgeon said he would be at. I think Drudgeon said he would be at the cot. I look over at.
Yeah, you know what? I'll actually go meet him at the cart, get the ship around, and we should be there.
If you would like, if you could bring the cart and meet us at the Iron Bear portion of the harbor, so that way we can load it up, that'd be great.
That would be.
You're
I
gonna
would
go
do
through the
that.
Iron Bear by yourself. Get robbed.
All right.
Someone go with him.
Fine. I'll go with him.
Also, I need to give the keys back to Ian.
Kian, yeah. Kian's keys.
Do you want me to
Yeah.
take him?
I mean, he's probably gonna be at work, not at his house.
Or just leave him at his house?
No, I want you to give him to him.
Where's he work?
So the blacksmith.
Yeah, I can give it to him.
Okay.
Is it on the way, Davis?
Yeah.
To the cart?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you didn't give him these keys, I would literally hurt you.
Why would I not give him to him?
No, I'm speaking to your friend. I trust you, Arwen.
Okay.
I'll hand him the keys.
This is why he wanted me to go with him. I would have just gone. If this is what he wanted me to do.
I'll like lean down and let Arwen know that that's Oxen's brother-in-law. DM, correct me, I can't remember.
That's right.
I'll let him know.
No, I don't know Oxen personally really well.
Well, he's
but
your boss, so you better care about this guy.
It's like Jeff Bezos to me at this point. It's like, yeah, Jeff Bezos is your boss and you work at Amazon. You better
You've
respect
met
him.
him.
I've met him like 3 times.
Okay, well, you know what? I don't think you've met Jeff Bezos.
You know, that almost, is what I do. That he's my boss.
Can't believe you've met Jeff Bezos 3 times.
We go.
I met him 3 times.
Perfect. So as the you two goons leave, you notice. Actually, can you both give me perception checks?
Jesus.
Checking everything.
We're actually about to get assassinated. as we're walking out.
Yeah,
Welcome
man.
to a life.
They straight up
Oh my
took us
lord.
ago.
Dude, Dredgen is enamored by his ship again, I'll tell you what.
I got 19.
Okay, so then, Arwen, you notice a familiar face atop of the ramparts of the fort, staring at you. You see and recognize Purifier Bianchi. He was the purifier who was inspecting your cart when you first entered the city. And as you
Put on your little white sashes, boys.
as
Yeah, I have it on.
when you make eye contact with him, he's above you, of course, because he's on the ramparts.
Yeah.
He throws you a
You immediately just don't look at him.
Meanwhile, Judge's like, "Hey, Arwen, did you?" Okay. So, jump cut time. You two make it to Arwen, you know where the cart is, and now you know that's Kian's house. You didn't know that.
I did not know that.
But you used the keys on
Good
the
thing I
gate.
went here beforehand.
Convenient, even no.
I should ask about that stone. Maybe that would be insensitive, though.
You don't know what it could be. It could be anything.
Could
Could
be
it
anything,
really
that
be
is true.
Arwen just vaguely remembers.
Context clues. Could it really be
I feel
anything?
like it might be something a little bit stressful or distressing. Maybe a monument of some sort
Memorial. if
to
you want.
something tragic.
Dude, never forget 9/11, dude.
Anyways, I'll lock the gate.
Okay.
I would like to say, side note, this time I have changed back to what I was during this entire trip.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm back to being John Prisoner.
John Prisoner even look like?
John Prisoner is, he looks like Germa.
That's so sus. Ew.
The streamer Germa?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, is he playing a character? I have to know.
Dude, my favorite move is I put an AI has put all serial killers into one man. And this is Germa.
Mine is him when he's like trying to eat the hamburger, but he eats it so like he's like so.
Who eats a hamburger like that? What the fuck?
He's an alien.
He is.
Oh, I don't want to disturb him.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
So, with the two of you, plus your ox being super calm, well, you know, that magic crown,
Some of us know.
you guys are able to get the ox hooked back up to it. Scribbles is observing you the entire time.
sure.
Before following you guys as you leave the gated area. Luke, do you lock the gate behind you?
Assumedly, yeah.
Okay.
No, I leave it unlocked.
All right, cool. And you leave a
Seems like,
sign.
seems like a nice neighborhood.
Yeah. It's like fucking Detroit.
It didn't seem like a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, I lock the gate and I'll take the keys back to him at the smith.
Yeah. You guys had to pass by it anyways. To which he takes it, but looks a bit confused at you because he didn't give you the keys, but then it's like, whatever. Because he recognizes you at the very least. Before pocketing them into his apron. Yeah. Have a good voyage wherever you're going.
Thank you.
Nods.
The land of iron.
And then he goes
I
back
awkwardly
to
shuffle
yeah,
out.
smithing. All right, cool. And then you two, although you're going to the Iron Bear, yes. By the time you get there, you'll see the ship on the dock. Okay, so to the ship crew. Ship crew, you guys. The crew gets whistled together by Vesper. who goes on a little not story, but like a little speech about how, although she's not the bosun, she's not the first mate, the captain, or anything like that, that they should heed her because she's currently in charge right now. Because you two are below her, the carpenter and the surgeon. To which they all laugh at the joke, and she explains what's going to be taking place, which the whole process before getting them into action, and you guys letting loose the sails and beginning to leave. Because of where you're at, the crew has to use these long oars to kind of push off the other boats. But eventually you guys make it to the quote-unquote sea gate, which is one portion of the fort. It's just a giant, similar set of the metal doors to enter on foot, but this time to leave on sea, that kind of dip into the ocean itself, and they creak open, and you watch as some Crown's Guard use this crank system to open them, and you guys hit the open ocean, kind of semi-open waters, and then you guys make a loop, going basically straight left, back to the harbor, and then making your way to the Iron Bear. Once you guys get there and dock, the gangplank is once again dropped, and the crew begins to clean and scrub down every surface here.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, underneath Vesper's orders. While you guys were going over here, Vesper would have asked you two, the carpenter, to inspect to make sure everything looks intact at the very least. So just for you to inspect the inside of the ship, and then the surgeon to make sure that his area is up to snuff. Okay.
I'm here to practice medicine.
You basically have a broom closet with a couple fucking cots. And then a small cot of your own. That's good.
I'm the school nurse.
You are the school nurse. There's a nurse outfit in there and everything.
Oh God, you scraped your knee. We'll put some Neosporin on that and call it a day.
I would trust any doctor with one arm. Has
One
Vesper
arm and half a face.
has Vesper seen your tiefling form yet?
I was not in disguise self at any point during the casino.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. Cool. Perfect. So, once you guys kind of reconvene, Vesper hops off the ship and greets Arwen and you're John Prisoner right now. So, John Prisoner once more.
But I was John Prisoner and presented myself as Dredgen.
Right, I got you.
When I met her.
Okay. Ah, Dredgen. Perfect. You're here.
Yes.
I was more hoping to see you. Perfect. And she hands you the key ring.
I grab it.
There's a document on the captain's desk you need to sign. It's just ownership of the boat. And once you do so, things are already technically official, but it'll be even more official. You're owner number 1, I'm owner number 2. I see here that you have your cot and ox. That's great. Yeah, we'll be able to do this. Easy peasy. She looks nervous.
It's
Fine.
just ox. I'm sure it'll be fine.
It won't. It's not gonna go. We're gonna have to. Don't worry about it.
I go sign the papers in the
Okay.
captain's quarter.
Are you gonna leave the doors open to like air it out because it is very dusty in there?
I walk in and I immediately go, oh yeah.
You see your battered old captain's chair behind the desk. You see your dust-covered bed and sheets. Definition.
Before I sign it, I literally go and sit in the chair. I go and do all of this other shit before I ever sign the papers. I'm just like messing around in the captain's quarters.
Pretty much everything and anything of value has been stripped from the shelves, though. The only thing remaining here is your shitty desk, your shitty chair, and your shitty bed.
And I sit in the chair and I'm like, yeah. And then I sit in the bed. I sit on the bed. I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, let's go sign it. Let's go.
So yeah, the piece of paper is there, and then there's an ink and quill as well.
Sign.
Perfect. And then do you just stow it away in the desk somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So with all of that, oh my god. Vesper gathers the lot of you once more. So, wow, she's got like a little checklist you can see. We're gonna have to get some food, some drink, and stuff like that, but that's nothing for you to worry about. I will cover it for the first voyage or two, but after that I will need some financial assistance from the other owner of the boat. And in the meantime, yeah, you guys can do what you need to do, and we're gonna try to get that cart over there onto this boat.
Responsible.
Is there anything I can do else for you?
I think that is all. I really appreciate your help.
Of course.
Yeah.
This was a grand opportunity for someone such as myself.
But we're all getting a part of the pie.
Yeah. And I, of course, appreciate all the effort, financially speaking, you guys brought to make this a possibility.
You don't mind magic, right? Doesn't bother you at all.
No, of course not.
I just want to make sure. I don't want to offend someone by casting it.
No, and the iron folk here aren't gonna care either. You're in safe hands. Perfect. Well, how about you guys, if there's anything else you need to do in the city, get it taken care of, because if not, it'll take us a little bit to get everything up here, but once we do so, we can probably make it to... I've sailed over there a handful of times. We can sail through the night. We'll be fine. We'll sail to, Crownstown. So it looks around. Crownstown. And we'll be there in the morning.
Does
Great.
Valka have all of her stuff lined up?
I assume so. I assume so.
I will. Judgeon, do you mind if I clean your quarters? I'm like looking past you. I can just, snap and it becomes clean.
Can you do that?
It looks very dusty.
Sure, go ahead and knock yourself out.
So with prestidigitation, I can clean 5 foot every 6 seconds.
Okay. Sounds good. It's
Dust.
vacuum sounds. Okay.
I'll start cleaning.
Okay, cleaning. Anybody else gonna do anything, or are you guys just gonna hang out on the boat and take care of your stations?
Yep, take care of my stations.
What was that, Shiro?
Inspecting the boat.
Okay. I was gonna take you off, so that's
So,
fine.
Shiro, if you find anything, I can assist you in repairing the boat with magic. I don't know particularly how to find things that are broken or not doing well, but I can definitely fix them.
I'll keep it in mind.
In 8 minutes time.
Okay.
Exactly 60 seconds.
LOL. Okay. And then, Judge, are you doing anything?
I am just meeting every single person.
Meeting every person?
Yeah,
Okay.
on the crew.
Sounds good. Although they're not. So they are well-versed sailors, but they're not like the cream of the crop here. We're not talking about like the world's best sailing team, but
Yeah, yeah,
they'll get the job
obviously.
done. But they're no what's it called? Like-
Pirates.
No, they are pirates.
Okay, it's like what?
But they're used to sailing. What are they called? Landlubbers. So don't worry about that. So you have experience. You have a somewhat experienced crew here.
Okay,
But
cool.
yeah, that'll take you some time to talk to all of them, like a good captain would. Get to know your crew.
Does
Okay.
any of one of them stand out, or are they all just sailors?
They're all pretty much just sailors. But I'll say also during that time that you just kind of assign some people to do like the other chores, like the cook and everything like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You go through them and tell them that. All right then. So after a couple hours, actually less than, because you guys are there, and we'll say Volka helps her with this process. You guys get the cart and the ox onto the boat. And the sailors quickly, like a NASCAR pit stop, tie down the cart so it doesn't move around too much for the journey. And the ox is just kind of chilling there. They like make a little makeshift pen for him, and he just kind of lays down and does ox things.
What the fuck is that, man?
He's chilling.
He's just chilling. He'd be freaking the fuck out maybe if he didn't have that crown on, but thank God he does. But yeah, okay. So,
Empty. It's actually the head empty crown.
and during this time as well, some of the crew
nice.
members go to land and bring back enough food, drink, not just for the day travel, but foreseeably for everybody and for a couple days worth, just in case things go to real shit. And then, Shiro, can you give me a carpenter's tools check?
How does that work again?
So it's going to be a d20 plus your intelligence plus your proficiency.
Okay. Ooh, I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, okay, perfect. Well, then with a natural 20, you do not discover any flaws with the ship. There's some minor issues, but like nothing, nothing that's going to be catastrophic.
I spruced it up.
Yes. Dude, you even make some notes where you're like, why the fuck was this built like this? This could have been so much better if it was this. And even with natural 20 as well, you don't find any secret compartments or anything like that. But you do find some areas that could be converted into secret compartments, if need be. And on top of that, I will say that you have a very clear understanding of the ship, and if you guys want to do some upgrading later on to the boat, you would know exactly where it would go and be the best place for it.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah. Cool. Very well. Ashlyn, at some point, they bring you some very simple medical supplies. We're talking bare bones here, but they bring you some stuff for you to kind of set aside and organize.
Neosporin and some bandages.
Yes,
I probably won't be using many of these.
but just in case. As well as they provide you with some alcohol for medical needs.
Yeah.
But yeah, in general, you guys the ship is looking good, kind of. The half the crew that was getting the cart on and everything, it did take quite a bit. And then the other half of the crew is cleaning. The boat's looking good. Everything's looking solid. The boat is ready to go. So once more, the Vesper gathers all of you again. Drink some water.
Oh, my water bottle too.
She smells of sweat and brine, real top notch up there. But you can see in one hand she's got a bottle of some type of liquor. I hardly know her. And in the other hand she has a dagger, and she stabs you. No. I'm the real captain.
She has 100% claim on the boat. Yeah.
It was my plan all along.
Necessities.
But as she gathers everyone, all the officers, she uncorks the bottle using the dagger, and then takes a sip out of it and then passes it around. It's just rum, nothing crazy. Rum is expensive though, but nothing crazy. Do you guys partake in the drinking festivities?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Will not.
Ashland will abstain.
Okay.
I drink some pussies.
I would like to keep myself disease free, thank you.
I take a sip. No disease.
The early evening has set, and you guys watch as the lanterns that hang around the boat are being lit by the crew, and it's this nice ambiance as you've got the cool, and it stopped raining. You have the cool ocean breeze on you guys, as well as the swinging lanterns and light. It's nice. It's like a little camp, a little boat. And it smells great now. It doesn't smell bad. They took care of that.
Jordan Drake misses us.
Just make it smell like however I want to. I think with presentation.
You can, yeah, like a puff.
Like,
Well, I know.
I can change the flavor of food.
Yeah, I know she's bare bones.
Know that.
But I think we have a mighty fine vessel here to work with, and I hope that further down the line we can definitely outfit her with more things, weapons mostly. Because in the meantime, we'll be running from everything.
So I don't need him right now.
No, I hope not. Well, how about the lot of you get some rest, and me and some of the crew will get us going across the ocean. It's not that. This is quite literally just a trip down the road. We'll be fine.
I go to the captain's quarters and I rest.
Make
What?
make some final adjustments to my office, and then I'll rest.
Okay. There are five officer like private chambers. They're very small, and technically one of them is the clinic. But you guys pretty much have
One of the cuts.
you guys pretty much have your own rooms for the most part, if you want. It's up to you. If not, you can sleep
Go
with the crew.
rough it with everybody else.
Yeah. And the crew living space, it's there. It's not the greatest. Most of everything has been stripped, but I mean, it's enough.
Assuming there's hammocks.
Oh yeah, mostly
Or-
hammocks. Maybe a
Yeah.
loose bed or two, but mostly hammocks. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 1 second. Change the music around just a bit. Set things better. Okay. And yes, the boat does in fact leave the harbor.
Can I get with the sailors?
Yeah, you can. You want to hang out on top deck?
I'm kind of scared
Mm-hmm.
to be on top deck. But I just want to hang out with people. I don't want to sit in a room by myself with nothing to look at all night. That's boring.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna hang out with like Vesper and whoever's awake doing stuff. That would just help.
I did lie, by the way. The boat has the captain's chambers, which Judge is taking, the clinic, which Anne is taking, and then there are 2 more officer chambers. There is room for more, but you don't have them set up yet. So who will be taking the other 2 officer chambers? The other 2.
Volga.
Okay. And then Arwen?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
You what? You don't want to rough it with all the other sailors? They have hammocks.
It's perfect.
I've never actually been in a hammock.
Ever?
They're fun.
No.
They're a vibe.
Yeah, they're fun.
Where do you live that hammocks don't exist?
Well, my house. They don't exist in my house.
Washington State.
I've never left my home.
They don't allow people to set up hammocks at the Amazon warehouse.
I go 2
Comfortable.
places. I go home and to work. And
He actually
there's
lives
hammocks
in
in
that
there.
in that deep void behind him.
Oh.
I believe it. And there's no hammocks in there, bro?
It's just a...
Just a gaming chair.
No, that's just nothing over there.
It's the that boss arena from Dark Souls 1 where it's just the empty void
Yeah.
and there's just a singular gaming chair. And a desk
Fuck.
in the middle.
Can we like crowdfund this man a hammock?
How
You
much,
know,
how
or
much
whatever
does a
they're
cat
called.
ham in?
Just like
Oh,
Andy's lobster.
He's just like in this
I
lobster.
don't even have a place to put it, even if I were to get one.
They're
Bro.
fine. Honestly, I'd rather sleep in one of those than like a tent.
I mean, does the hammock zip up because like bugs?
They don't exist.
They kind of
Okay,
can.
friends.
Kind of. They're like more of a cocoon. I wouldn't say zip.
Some
up.
of them do zip.
Oh, that's cool as fuck.
Some of them don't.
Leon the Lobster. What's that video?
Thinking of like the James Cameron Avatar, where they all get in the cocoons when they sleep.
I forgot about the cocoons.
What are you talking about? The movie is so integral to our history that
Dude,
we
you
should have
can't
everything
sleep
wrong.
in those. They'll turn you into a Hordika monster. You'll never be able to escape Metro City, Metro Nui.
What did you just say to me?
Oh, he was talking about horchata. It's like a cinnamon milk drink from the Mexican culture.
From Mexico, it's a
Of
great
course.
drink.
You're talking
The
about a
trolls in
hurricane.
Homestuck sleep in cocoons.
Talking about hurricane. Oh my god. All right, back on track. Okay. So most of you go to sleep, except for Cheryl. You stay up with the crew, and like I said, their crew quarters are pretty bare bones, but some of them have a table of cards going on. Nothing crazy. Others are kind of doing their own things as they're waiting for their shift to start. But for the most part, it's peaceful. As
I'm
you,
making friends.
Hmm?
I'm making friends.
you are. Are there any questions you want to ask the crew, like collectively?
Nope. I'm just trying to socialize.
Okay, sounds good.
One day I'll start a mutiny after I have them in the palm of my hand.
No, I got you.
That's what Arwen's for, to stop that.
Good luck. He sleeps.
Yeah,
True,
I'm
I do
awake
sleep.
forever.
True crime
This
doesn't
man
sleep.
sleeps.
Perfect.
I'm just hanging out.
I might have to put her in the brig. Fuck.
I could just bust out on the carpenter, bro.
Oh shit.
I'll mend it. I'll put it back. I have the cantrip.
Actually,
I
you
snap
know
my
what?
finger and it just goes back.
If there is water in the ship, like, magic would be useful to get it out of the ship.
It's true.
Get it out of the ship. I don't think-
What do
I
you
don't have-
mean?
I don't have shape water.
You suck.
Sorry, I'm Mr. Earth guy. I'm not Mr. Water guy.
You don't have the shape of water.
Love that movie.
I can make you invisible.
LOL.
It's kind of
That'll
cool.
help.
That'll help. 100%.
I can render a.
I can cast an illusion and make
sphere.
it look like it's not there.
I can render a 15-foot radius sphere invisible.
Very well.
I can run fast.
It's true. These are all true statements.
Oh my god. His baby.
Okay. So
Got any
the
animals on the ship?
Does anyone have like a bird?
they have an ox.
I'm a dog.
There's a dog.
Is the dog an officer?
The dog is not an
Yes.
officer.
He's second first mate.
No, it's not. That's not how that works.
He's
He's
shitting on the
second
floor.
mate.
He's a dog.
He's the
That's
shanty
his
man.
role. He's the shanty man.
A talking dog?
With the
Ew.
frizz? No way. Okay. Well, the night leaves peacefully, and you guys awake to, for some sailors, breakfast, to some sailors, dinner, to the cook that has been appointed by your fearless captain, Judge and Drake, and as you guys get to the top deck, the sight of new land. Change the music a little bit. It's no longer nighttime sailing. Be fun.
Does Johnny Silverhand call land ho?
Yes. Sorry.
Hell yeah.
And you guys pass by Vesper, who or you guys can see Vesper as she is still manning the helm, like her job is supposed to be, and she looks a bit tired, but she looks focused on the job. She doesn't look like she's dozing off. She just bags underneath her eyes. But in due time,
So cute.
you guys see what is Crownstown, allegedly. So, the term beach is generous considering what the terrain is in reality. Most people think of soft, fluffy sand, but this particular autocorrect, thank you, beach is made of smooth gray stones cascading on top of each other. A sturdy but old port stands unwavered in the dark blue ocean, with fishing ships coming and going. The buildings that stand on the land are ancient, but similar to the port, stand only weathered but not dilapidated. The buildings themselves are constructed using wood, gray slabstone, and a more refined thatch roofing. As you guys approach the dock, you see some fishing boats, like I said, coming and going. And there are some exchanges from sailors just waving you guys on, but for the most part, nothing that much, or nothing too much. But you guys dock. Itchy. And
how do we get the?
yes,
Never mind.
there is light drizzle, but no snow. Actually, for the most part,
Was it Chicago? It's always raining.
no, this is Ireland. That's why it's so green and pretty. You guys see that the only real snow is on the mountains.
Mm.
Yeah, you see a quaint little town surrounded by a huge forest. And actually, you guys don't actually see any Crown's Guard or Purifier for that reference, or for that matter.
Holy shit!
But
Pretty good, guys.
as you guys are kind of like taking in like your scenery, and it is it's got some great splendor there. Well, let me tell you. Vesper comes down from the wheel, nods, and then goes under to get some food. So you guys are up to your own devices. What would you like to do?
Right, well, let's get our job done.
As the captain, I would like to. So are we? The ship is docked and everything.
Yep.
The car is still on the ship.
Yep. They're changing shift right now, kind of. There's not going to be any more sailing for the day, but the sailors who were sailing at night are sleeping
Okay.
while the ones,
Yeah.
you know what's going on now.
I would like to help the sailors that are getting up to do the job of taking the car off the ship. I'd like to help them.
Okay. It's nothing crazy. So what they're doing, more or less,
Boards.
is
ramp.
yeah, they're using a bunch of boards to make a ramp, and they're using a bunch of ropes to kind of lower it down. Kind of like a elevator, but oh boy. And they're using one of the mast, using one of the arms. Sure, why not?
Pulley.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what they're doing. The ox is good enough to just kind of chill there and vibe out. So they get the ox down first onto the harbor, and then they do the actual cart next. At some point, it might be worth investing into it, depending. But you could get a dry dock installed into your boat, which is just like a literal fucking ramp that comes down, and then it's just a huge fucking wall or a huge hole for like a cart to go on and off of. But that's
Expensive. We lost all our money getting the ship.
neither here nor there, yeah. But you're able to help. I'll say that you're able to direct them. They need direction. They're saying they're competent pirates, but they need directions.
I'm directing them.
Yeah. And over the course of like 30 minutes or so, they are able to get the ox and the cart off the boat safely.
Cool. I thank the sailors. Good job.
Yeah, and they take a break because it was a lot of work. But all right.
Not me. Time to go to my other job now. Being a moonlighter.
Yes, sir. So, what are you guys gonna do now?
And look at the document. Where am I taking it? Does it say Fire and Brimstone, or does it say
It said that it's going to be delivered in Crownstown.
that's it?
And we're there
We're looking
already?
for a Fire and Brimstone.
Yeah, you guys are on the port of Crownstown, but for the most part, yeah, you're there. It's a small town, no more than 1,000 people.
And there should be like a main street with every company
Exactly.
on it. We just go down Main Street.
Okay.
Good old Main Street.
Every little town has a main street called Main Street. I shit you
It's
not.
true.
Besides,
I have my little town has a main street.
It's true.
We all do.
I used to live there.
There are some residents here, of course, but there are 4 main buildings. Yes, sir. The Dancer's Jig. It looks like it's a tavern and inn. Searshaw's Place.
Sure.
Can we infer what that is by looking at it?
It looks like a general store.
Okay.
Deer and Hare Post.
Okay.
And then the Crownstown Barracks.
No
Maybe
fire
we
and
can
brimstone.
ask the male people. Male people might know addresses. It's not a bad idea.
The address is this city. That's all it says on here.
Hey. Well, I'm not asking the guards.
I'll tell you what.
And while you're on Main Street, you can see that there are like some Crown's Guard, like 3 or 4.
Maybe a cemetery?
It was a tavern and a mail place, the guards. What was the last place? Oh, a general store.
General store?
You can see, by the way, outside of the the messaging service, the post, that there normally where you'd have a stable to have horses, there are giant red deer,
That's so cute.
like stags.
Maybe we go to the mail place and ask them if we can see if they are like what we had in halfway. Maybe we can message
Great
them.
idea. Let's go. To the male people.
Well, you said that, but
Let's go to the male people.
Okay.
okay.
You guys enter the small building, and you can see that it's kind of hectic in there. There's 2 or 3 employees, one in their own little private office area. Looks like they're frantically writing letters. But there's one person at this counter, and you can see there's a bunch of like cubby holes behind them. And they seem they don't even notice you guys enter. And then there's a pause as they like grab. They're like one handful of letters, and another hand with a parcel in it. And they set the parcel on the counter, and then they take a deep breath and they look at you and go, "Oh!" And then notice your presence. And then he pushes up his glasses. Nods.
We're delivering a package from very far away, but this is the address that we have. I'll gesture for Arwen's little papers.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's see here. Okay. Halfway. Long distance. Okay. Coffin.
What she said.
Coffin?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look into it.
But, okay. I don't know why I came here. All right.
We don't know where we're going.
Who's the coffin for? Who's it going to?
The company?
What? What was the name?
Fire and Brimstone.
There's a face of relief. Oh, thank Christ. I was worried that it would be something a bit more difficult. Yes. Well, my dears, there's no one. They're not in town. You're gonna have to go a little bit into the woods. Do you know where you're going?
No, please
No
tell
idea.
us.
Oh, I can't really tell you. Okay. No need to freak out here.
I'm fretting.
I can get you a guide. I'll get one of our
Yes.
rough use of the word guide, but yes.
You can just. All right.
Yes.
It's one of the workers here, but I'll have to see. It's his day off, so we'll see if he can help you out. In the meantime, please enjoy the many luxuries we offer here at in Killbank.
I repeat, mini.
Many.
What luxuries do they have in Killbank?
The 3 other stores.
We have a tavern.
Ooh, is there like a local drink?
Yes. And they still might be serving food if you haven't had your fill today. Yeah.
She doesn't blink.
And then there's the general store. Yeah, that's good too. That's some good stuff.
I'm just gonna.
Okay.
Listen, folks, we're a small town. Nothing.
We'll take your guide.
We'll take the guide.
Just give me a couple of minutes. Just go up and down Main Street for a couple, do a couple laps.
Can I pet the deer?
Of course.
Lovely
Santa
deer.
Claus in town?
Their names are Doe and Ray.
Me. Fa.
So.
Ole.
All right. And you watch as he goes out of a back door, zips out. Big hectic in there.
What if you were just like, their names are Dasher and Prancer and
Cupid.
You pet the deer. They're friendly.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, they're great. They're...
Stressed.
You would be, little man.
Some of the townsfolk are staring at you a bit weird. They're like, "Oh, goddamn liberals!" You know.
I take the white thing off my arm.
They're at
Yeah.
ease now.
Forgot about that.
We took it off once we got on the pirate ship.
Put it in my pocket dimension.
I put it in my normal pocket.
Okay, fair enough. Alright. Do you guys want to go into any of the stores? You don't have to.
I mean,
No.
if we are killing time,
I lap around the fucking town.
Okay.
there's
Okay,
no
we'll
like
drift
special
around.
berry here or something.
No, I will show you. I want to. Okay. So I just sent you guys the name of the general store. That is pronounced Shearsaw. Or sorry,
Sourcey.
Searshaw.
Sorcy's.
Searshaw.
Sorcy's place.
Sear Shaw.
Irish Gaelic is not a real language. It's not fucking real, and it can hurt you though.
I already lost my
Can
mind.
hurt you.
My fucking God.
It's in places.
General store for land and sea.
I see that name while I'm walking around and I fucking say, fuck that.
It's like a little sign.
How would you even try Sawyer's?
Oh yeah, Searshay, not Searshaw. My bad.
I'll just wait outside of the fucking UPS store.
Okay.
You guys are boring.
Ashlyn goes into
What
the,
else is?
We don't have any money anymore, man.
Ashlyn goes into the general store and comes out with 2 blocks of insect repellent.
Are you gonna ask for some insect repellent?
Yeah, 2 blocks of incense, please.
Yeah, you can get some. Let me look up the price.
Can I get like a bar of soap?
Yeah.
I want to wash
Imagine
my
needing soap.
clothes.
Oh,
My
imagine
clothing.
It is dead ass
My
called
Imagine.
insect repellent, isn't it? Huh.
Yep.
Okay. 1 silver piece for 1. So you bought 2, so 2 silver pieces. Okay.
Oh, I don't have half of his money.
Yeah. I thought about upcharging it because you're a small town, but I think that's already an upcharge. All right, and then Shiro, did you say you're buying something?
Can I get like a little bar soap
Yeah.
or something, just so that when I want to clean something, it's possible?
2 copper pieces.
I only have 1 copper piece. Can you break a silver?
Yeah. By the way, the owner, Searshay, is it's an older elven lady, full elf, and you can see like the
Whoa.
wrinkles. She's very old.
Wrinkles on an elf. Whoa.
Old. But anyways, yes, I just want to point that out. Yeah, she's able to break it for you. And this is like a general store where it shows like a bunch of shelves of shit. But like necessary stuff. Yeah,
What scent is the soap?
You didn't ask for a scent, so it's not a scent. No. It is going to be Irish Spring.
Juniper berry it is.
I told you it was Irish Spring.
It's not a real smell.
Yeah, it is. What is the smell of Irish Spring?
You get that like the smell of like that burnt tree that you put in cars.
It could be juniper. It could be juniper berry. It says something about citrus and wood, and I got lost.
Ah.
Citrus and wood. Those are not very complicated smells.
No, it was a lot more. I'll read you. You know what? Fuck you. Here's the description. The familiar scent of Irish Spring comes, or wait, what? The familiar
Get
scent of
water.
Irish Spring opens with fresh bergamot and citrus, followed by floral and herbal notes on a woody base.
Wow.
Water.
Flower,
Irish Spring
citrus,
doesn't
and
smell like
bark.
that to me.
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, where the fuck is woody base coming from? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
But it
matter.
also doesn't smell like citrusy.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the fuck.
Or like bergamot.
It's not really cane or juniper. It smells like freedom.
Okay, well my soap smells like juniper.
Okay. That's all she has in stock now is juniper soap.
Good.
And then unscented. Okay. Dude, I like how we can see in the void a single staircase. He
That is so ominous.
he lives in a horror movie, dude. Like,
I'm actually gonna go back in and buy a bar of soap and a pitcher.
sure, you could do that. Is that the rest of your money? No, it's not the rest of your money. You subtract the money. You know, you already know what you're looking at. I believe you.
Just came back to see the stairs.
It's a terrifying image.
Is it,
Liminal spaces? Liminal spaces?
yes. Did he go up the stairs? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is there anything we need?
There he comes.
Like when I inspected it, or do we need any supplies?
Oh no, no.
for a carpenter
It's literally just void right now. Oh, there he is.
They're pretty much just gonna use your supplies for like stuff like that. Oh my god. Hi Sam.
Oh,
Your
Sam,
staircase.
the ominous staircase was terrifying.
Yeah. It was the only light area in the fucking void. Okay. So,
in your pocket.
Arwen and everyone, you guys, you can stare at each other from this fucking tiny town. You are greeted once again with by the pudgy man with glasses, and this time he has a generic-looking teenager.
Irishman.
Yeah, an Irishman. Generic-looking teenage Irishman. Iron Man, please. Iron Man. Fuck. Dun, 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 dun. This here is Finian.
Oh, Finian?
Okay. Fun dude.
And he will lead you through the forest to take you to what's it called, Finian? Lake Avalon. Lake Avalon.
Fire and brimstone.
Aye. And the pudgy man walks back inside the building, while Finian, who's dressed in more like adventuring gear, so traveling gear and then some leather patches of armor, walks over to one of the stags and slides the...
Pops on.
No, he's not gonna bear bag that shit. What the fuck? These are not barbarians. I almost called it a holster, though. It's a saddle, in case you're wondering.
I was like, he's just gonna hop on.
No.
Did you
He's
say
like,
Lake Avon?
no, Lake Avalon.
Okay, I was about to say, which is it?
Yeah, it's Lake
Yeah, I-
Pond.
Lake River?
Ah, yes.
Can I roll
The Lake of Apples.
something for that name?
What was that?
I was wondering if I could roll something for the name Avalon, but I don't think I can roll anything that makes sense.
I don't think so either. Okay,
I give up.
very well. So yeah, he puts on a saddle on one of these stags and then hops on, and then meets you guys by your cart, or what he assumes to be your cart, because what else would the fuck would that be there for? All right. I will take it slow. But if something comes up, like a broken wheel, we'll do what we can to fix it. And the he's operating the stag like a horse. By the way, this is a horse, mechanically speaking, and statistically speaking, if you think about it. But he whips it around stat-wise, not statistically, stat-wise.
Mechanically speaking.
Yeah. It's actually just a horse that they glue two fucking antlers onto. And they paint it red. But
The horse cast disguise self as such, no physical differences are. No.
okay. Let me do one last thing and then we will get this adventure going.
How far
Okay.
is Lake Avalon?
Oh, not too far. Only about a hour or so travel. But you'll get lost if you don't have a guide, or you don't know where you're going.
Right?
Is there,
Fine.
is there something you need to do? Do you need to use the?
No, I just wanted to know
Oh.
before we'd be going.
We'll keep a steady pace, so follow behind. Cool. You guys start heading into the forest. Very pretty. You guys are able to, at certain patches or parts, in a clearing, notice that you're surrounded by not only trees, of course, but mountains, and you can see mist coming off of them. As you guys are surrounded by, although a tiny island, a mountainous one. And Finian is taking things very slow, and you guys have to go over, looks like a small creek and whatnot. He's doing a pretty good job as a guide. And I should mention this, of course, he is outfitted with what appears to be like a short sword, and then a simple bow with some arrows. But as you guys are traveling, he does speak up to ask you guys some questions. I hope you don't mind my intrusion, but I am a bit curious. What brings you folks out here going to Fire and Brimstone?
Could have
We're
drop off a
looters.
package.
We're here
What?
to take all of the money.
Ignore him. We're
Well.
gonna drop off something.
Where do you live? We'll take all your money from where you live.
You mainlanders are very weird.
He's actually a sea folk.
Oh. Well, dropping off a package.
What you call a sailor.
Oh. He's crossed like one. Oh, all right. Well, do you know anything about where you're at right now, or did you just get on a boat and end up here?
Been studying the land for days. My team is ready to move in whenever I give the call.
Fucking Christ.
I don't know much about Ireland, but I do know a little bit about Fire and Brimstone.
Oh, what do you know about him?
I know there's some kind of investigation company. They have like investigate things.
That's pretty much that, but they also call themselves champions of word, or champions by words or of words. I don't know too much. But their whole thing is that if people in a trial by combat can use a champion, then how come people who are in, well, a trial by words don't have a champion of themselves? So they act on behalf of the
Lawyers.
you don't know what a lawyer is. Lawyers don't exist.
Oh, I don't.
No, lawyers.
Lawmen.
Yeah, lawyers don't
Lawmen.
exist.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
Lawman.
Yes, yeah, they, sort of, yeah, in a way. They are proficient in laws across the countries. Yeah. I just find it interesting. Well, it's I think we traveled to and from their land somewhat frequently, and it's real pretty. I don't know how they got their hands on it, but oh boy, am I jealous. Have you met any of them?
Yeah.
Self.
Oh, which one?
The one we have.
Why?
Oh, I didn't see them. Where are they? Are they in the back of the cart?
Yeah.
Oh,
We have a
Wow.
deceased. We have a deceased one
oh,
that
Yeah, I had.
unrelated to us meeting previously.
that's tragic.
A bit.
You're next if you don't tell me where all the loot is.
If you're looking for
Drake.
loot, Killbank is not the place to be. Well, mostly
Ah,
fishermen.
gotta call the boys now. Tell them to move in. There's nothing here. Clean out whatever there is.
I'd be careful. They might run into an issue with the mud ducks or the muddy ducks.
God damn you.
That's no problem.
Like the animal.
Kind of, sort of. They're a group of soldiers of some kind.
Like the bullies from Beamtown.
No, they're more of a mercenary band.
Oh.
They kind of roam Ireland, make sure everything is fine and dandy. Take on the Purifier Menace. So, but be careful. You might run into them. They're friendly, I promise, as long as you're not a crown worshipper.
Oh no.
Or an illegitimate crown worshipper.
Absolutely not.
I'm looking to join the ranks one day after I saved up enough and get proper training and proper gear, but we'll see. I don't know if they'll take
make
much of
it.
folks.
If you live long enough.
You're out to kill this man. For what reason?
I'm just threatening him. I'm not actually gonna do anything.
Oh my god.
I'm just quoting him right now.
Just fucking him up. Well, we'll see, right? But, anyways, well, I'm glad that you're bringing one of them back home. I know that the rest of them would appreciate it. Don't be too put off by their names. They don't like to give out their real names. They go by aliases. I'm sure, as you know, there's a handful of them. With the most eccentric one being Lancelot. He looks down. He's scary. But anyways, he shakes his head. You'll be fine, I'm sure. Well, just right around this bow here, we're gonna clear out of the trees, and you'll see a mighty fine sight. And then as on cue, as you guys make a turn, the residents that I was describing earlier, lies deeper inland at the depths of the surrounding forest. The ancient structure that I'll be posting a picture of now in places. I'm not going to add any context to that, and I hope Alicia sees the general store and assumes that that castle is the general store.
For both land and sea.
Yeah. Sorry, back to my description.
It's crazy. They like built it onto the cliff and underneath it as well.
Wait, what? Alright. Whatever. But yeah, you can see that
That's abandoned.
there is a shut up, yeah.
Sorry for the reflection.
There is a large lake. In the middle of it, there is an island atop of it, and resting, nestled in between some hills, you do see the structure I posted. You also see that a lot of the nearby land on that island is covered in wildflowers, giving the nearly all green scenery some much needed color. You also see a matching stone bridge, but it looks like you wouldn't be able to cross right now as bits and pieces of it are missing. But it does look like there are more stones to replace it or to rebuild it. So you might be saying to yourself, well, how are we going to get across over there? There's a lake in the way. And to answer that, there is a small, you could call it a dock, but it is quite literally 2 rowboats.
I think we should just take out the coffin and go and put it on the boat and then take it across. Rather than trying to get the entire cart over.
Agreed.
Or we could fix the stupid bridge right now.
I could fix it.
It's going to take
You're
a lot more manpower.
Okay, can you learn some carpentry?
Couple of
and painting
mendings.
tools?
Or we could just take the boat. We don't have to fix the bridge.
No.
We need to conk the wagon and float it across.
Let's turn the wagon into a makeshift boat.
Okay. Finian speaks up. I will be waiting for you to get back across. But if it is going to be too late, if you don't mind, just somehow getting to me a message. That would be great. I don't want to be out here in dark.
Shouldn't take us too long.
All right.
Oh, you afraid of my men was gonna come and get you?
I'm not afraid of ghosts.
Ignore him.
Okay. So you guys load the coffin into one boat, and then you guys get in the other boat. And there is some rope for you guys to drag it behind if you want.
Tie it to the boat.
Okay. And there, I will say definitely with like Valka for sure, and then Shiro and Ashlyn, because I think those are the 3 strongest characters. You guys are very yeah you are.
I have a negative strength
I have a
modifier.
10 strength. I'm stronger.
I have a 9
Wow.
strength.
Okay, my bad.
Arwen is stronger than Matimashiro. I'll have you know.
I am delicate.
Oh yeah, Ashlyn only has 1 arm, but that's okay. You only need 1 arm.
It's okay. I have 1 arm, but I also have 15 strength.
Yeah, see that.
I
Still
have
stronger than me.
I have the least amount of strength.
What is your strength?
9.
No, it's you and Shiro are both tied for 9. Okay,
Oh.
so I take
Stronger
that
than
back.
you.
With Arwen, Ashlyn, and mostly Volka. Let's be honest. Yeah. She's like has both oars, and she's like, you guys are able to first of all get into the still water, and then begin the process of rowing across.
My 9 is in Constitution.
As you guys look over, the water is crystal clear. You can see up until a certain point, pretty much the bottom of the lake, at which point it becomes too dark to see. in theory, you could drink out of it. In theory.
I can drink out of anything. I have precipitation to clean it.
That's not how that works.
What do you mean?
That's not how that works.
What would that do?
There's a spell that specifically makes
Yeah, there's
water
a spell
drink.
that literally does that.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's called Create Water. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Oh, yeah.
No, not
No,
just
no, it's
create
Oh.
water.
great.
There's a spell that like cleans dirty water to
Yeah.
make it drinkable.
Ashlyn
Purify
puts his
water.
pitcher in the
Purify
water,
water. I forgot about that one.
Go
and
on.
then casts Purify Food and Drink.
Purify
Yeah,
food and
I
drink.
thought it was
Okay.
food and drink. My bad.
Because I prepared it because
Okay.
of the search.
I got you. The water
You can just
is
switch spells.
very cold. Very, very cold. And it tastes great. If you take a sip out of it, Ashley, I don't know if you do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it tastes great. Tastes a bit metallic-y, like there's a sword laying in there somewhere.
What the?
know.
It happens. But as you guys are rowing across, can I get a perception check from Dredgen and Shiro?
Less than a 10, because that's what all I've been doing. Oh,
Okay.
finally something more than a 10.
His boat isn't nearby, so he's actually paying attention to anything
Yeah.
else.
Look
I
at all its
rolled
glory.
a 10.
Oh, okay.
Dredgen did it to me.
Dredgen,
Yeah.
you're able to see this. As you're kind of looking about, we'll say that you're on the part of the boat where you're looking dead ahead while Volka's at one end just rowing with her back to the castle. You're just kind of minding your business, paying attention to the quiet wildlife that's just fluttering around you, and that you can see. And as you look into the distance, you notice that atop of one of the towers in the castle, you see this large figure, humanoid.
The gray man.
No,
We killed that guy.
but potentially close in size.
Another one.
Um,
Another gray man.
and you see, as you're staring, you're like, okay, and there's a person standing, okay, on one of the towers, whatever. That's he's big, whatever. You watch as his hand, or its hand, my apology, its hand reaches up towards its head, and does this weird kind of swirling motion, and you watch as just like sails being brought down to sail, you see these long locks flow and get carried off into the, not carried off, but float in the wind. And 15. The sun quickly sheens and gives you a better perspective. 15, that's pretty good. And you can see flowing red hair, flowing red locks.
Do I know this person?
You can give me a history check.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I will say with the distance you're at right now, you don't know, you can't really figure out too much. But there's one thing for sure. You know that there is a pirate of significance that has a huge frame and long flowing red hair.
Alright. I'm vigilant.
There
I-
are fortune.
I'm not saying that this is this person, but I'm just saying that's like what you're able to piece together.
Okay. But that's like in the back of my mind, so I'm not alerting anybody. Be somebody else, but I am vigilant.
And as you're staring at the figure, trying your best not to blink and lose your focus of them, you, of course, eventually blink, and in that split second, the figure is gone. And as you guys make it to the other side of the lake near the castle, there's a small wooden dock. You guys, Dredgen and Ashen, more than likely, tie knots to keep the boats from free floating. Dismount, bring the coffin off. And as you stare at this, what you're about to have to do, which is carry this coffin up to the front gates of the castle, you guys hear a deep, serious, but almost childlike chuckle come from within the castle. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Okay.